YouTube, it's Brandy. I know it's been a while since I've updated everybody, um, but I'm back. I've just been super busy with work and school and everything else, trying to finish up my classes so I can graduate. But today is the 5th of April. I am almost 6 weeks out from my vertical sleeve gastrectomy. Feeling really, really, really good about the whole thing. I have so much more energy now. I'm a little bit tired right now, as you can probably tell. It's been a long day of homework, so I apologize. Um, but other than that, everything has been going wonderfully. I am going to start out just with some numbers. I know last time I talked to you, I was in a stall at 245. I have broken that. Not by much though. I'm sitting at 243 this week, and hoping it's going to go down and continue to fall. It's just been a tough week. A lot of people hit stalls, and I've hit mine, so I'm thinking that I'm probably going to be one of the people who loses in the stair step format. So that is that. I have been working on reintroducing foods into my diet. I have been eating a lot of grilled chicken still, a lot of string cheese. Whenever I'm hungry, I find that string cheese has been my go-to snack for the past week or so, just because it's low in carbs and relatively decent in protein. So that's been good. I did go on ahead and order some new protein powders. I am now starting to have one of those every morning for breakfast. I have the Ungery Classic Chocolate, which I really like. What I do with it is I take it and I put it into a smoothie maker with 3 or 4 ice cubes and some skim milk. And I make a smoothie every morning. It's a lot better if it's cold. I will tell you that right now. I'm not a fan of whey protein. I think it's nasty, but it's a lot easier to tolerate whenever it's cold. So I do that. Sometimes I'll add in like a teaspoon of all natural peanut butter, and that seems to take away that flavor as well. You do need to be careful with peanut butter though, because it does add extra calories. So I'm trying to watch that. I also picked up some Nectar protein. I have the Fuzzy Navel kind. It's pretty good. Kind of reminds me of like a unsweetened orange juice, so it's not bad at all either. If I was to recommend any 2 types of protein to people, those would be what I would recommend. They seem to be the easiest to keep down. They don't have the funky sweet aftertaste as bad as a lot of the other ones. Other than that, water intake has still been a problem for me. I did hit it for most of the past week or so, but I'm having trouble with it today. I just don't really feel too much like drinking a bunch of water. I'm not feeling so hot today. I've got a bit of a headache, so just trying to push the fluids there. I also have noticed that since I started taking a vitamin B12 sublingual, that I have a lot more energy than what I did, which is great. Makes me feel a lot better about the process. I don't need to take a nap during the day anymore, so that's kind of nice. Other than that, I think the hardest part about this journey for me at this point in time is living with my husband, who is an eater big time. He's 6'3" and weighs like 170 pounds, so he can eat and eat and eat and nothing happens. So I've been struggling with that, just because every night without fail he comes home with McDonald's or KFC or Burger King, some type of fast food. And I don't really crave the fast food anymore, but it's really hard whenever he's sitting here with his giant burger and I'm eating, my sad little piece of grilled chicken for the 4th night in a row. But I'm learning to cope with that. I've been trying out some recipes that I found, a lot of egg faces stuff. If you check out her website, it's awesome. She's got all sorts of recipes that are great. That and some Atkins recipes I've been trying out as well. There's this enchilada bake that I've tried that is phenomenal. It's got 5 net carbs per serving, and with the sleeve you're only able to eat about a half a serving, so that's just been a godsend for me. I'm a huge Mexican food fan, so I love it. And if anybody wants that recipe, please feel free to send me an email or a message on here and I will get that out to you, but I don't have it on me, so I'm not going to go through it all with you. Other than that, there's not too much going on. Just trying to get my exercise up. I have been struggling with that. My work schedule has been absolutely nutty. I have been working, from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and then I have class from 6 to 10. So there's not a whole lot of time for me to get out and do anything, and it's been a struggle to try and get that in because I know that the sleeve isn't going to do all the work for me. I still have to do my part. So really working to get that all in as well. Non-skill victory. I did go down another pant size, which is awesome. And we've got 2 weddings to go to within the next month. So I had to go and find some things to wear to these weddings. I tried on a dress that I had in my closet that last year was too small for me, but I went to put it on and it was too big, way too big. It fell off. So I tried to have it taken in to be tailored, and they can't take it in that much without compromising the dress itself. So I got to shop. That was really difficult, to be honest, just because right now I still am technically in a plus size. I'm in between sizes, actually, like a 16 and 18. So shopping was just terrible. I went out and there's really not many things for younger women to wear in the plus size sections. And I'm trying to word this in a way that's not offensive, but I found everything to be quite matronly, I guess. So I struggled with that a little bit, but I went over onto Vertical Sleeve Talk, and I was talking to some of the women on there. They've just been a wonderful help, and they kind of pointed me in the right direction. I was able to actually find 5 different dresses that are perfect, and they're very fashion forward. I've always been a bit of a trendsetter, so I'm so excited to have found those, and really looking forward to these weddings now. So that's been great. Other than that, there's really not too much to update you on this week. Just the regular struggles. I have noticed that the cramping is going away in my stomach whenever I eat. I just have to be really careful. I've noticed that I have a tendency to eat fast, and I'm trying to break that habit by putting down my fork in between bites. It really helps to remember to chew everything and to let it sit there for a minute, because when you get full, you're full. And I've twice now have gotten to the point where I've eaten 1 bite too many, and I've been miserable for over an hour, and it was terrible. Just very uncomfortable, very not fun. So I'm trying to learn how to eat and how to eat properly. And I've never paid so much attention to things on labels in my entire life, but I'm actually learning, to eat what my body needs and not what I want. And that's tough. I mean, that's a tough habit to break whenever you've been raised to just, or you've spent so much time just shoveling whatever sounds good into your mouth. It's hard to actually sit and think about things. One thing that I have learned, and it's been a great tool to me, is sitting there and thinking about things before I eat it. For example, I was at work the other day, and my boss ordered pizza for everybody. I had a Greek yogurt in the refrigerator at work, and she had offered me some pizza, and for a second there I was going to take a slice, but then you sit and think about it, and you think, I know what this tastes like. I can remember what this tastes like. Do I need this? And it's helped me a lot to think that way, because if I don't need it, then I'm not going to eat it. Just because it sounds good doesn't mean that you have to consume it. And for the first time, I'm eating what I need as opposed to what I want. And so that's been really great. It's been such a challenge to retrain myself in the ways of food. So it's just been a learning experience, and I'm sure it's going to continue. But I really don't have too much to say this week. I just wanted to catch up, give you the numbers, let you know what my struggles are this week. If anybody's ahead of me that can tell me how to break this stall, please, please, please feel free to post and let me know, because I am upping my protein, I am upping my water, I am upping my exercise as much as I can, and the weight is not going anywhere. So if anybody has any recommendations, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to get off of here. I've got to get to class and run some errands. So I will talk to you all later. I will do my best to post on time next week. And that does it for me. Bye.